Oh, episode 006.
You know, we just sort of started every episode of that. It's just sort of
zero,
muttering.
zero. Hey, instead of
muttering.
006, let's call this one 00 sex. You know what I'm saying? Because the
was
word
right there with you.
sex, you know? Because like sex, dude, it's a funny
That's
word.
probably
bro.
I heard that's the worst word
Yeah.
from my parents.
Tigercop. Did you you remember that when, in elementary school when everybody was like, "Hey, let's talk about the Lion King where the word pops up with the flowers, like when Simba lays down in the flowers and the word sex pops up." Guess what? Watched it 87 times, never saw that part.
No, it is confirmed, but
Wait,
apparently it
I've
says...
seen it.
Yeah, apparently
Wait.
it says SFX, I learned.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it. One day we paused it and
Was it there?
And like really looked into it, and it was there.
Yeah, it's like one frame, and it says SFX, they claim, because it's I forget why. Like
Bullshit,
maybe they're
it
making
says
fun of the
sex for
sound
sure.
effects team.
Man, that's crazy. Okay,
Checkaroo, check.
I love the idea that there's just a crazy wing of Disney in the 80s and 90s that are just crazy deviants putting perverted messages into
The penis
Disney
is totally
movies.
real in Mermaid.
On the cover
The
of
penis on the cover
Little
of
Mermaid?
Mermaid, and the
Wait,
priest
whoa,
has a
hold
boner.
Up, hold up, what? The priest?
Yeah, oh yeah, the
wait,
boner,
what?
the priest boner.
You know,
Is this
pull
a
that
thing?
up.
Can we pull it up?
yeah,
let's
totally.
pull
We
this
can pull
up.
it up. Priest boner. Where is?
This is Alexander Scott, by
Where's
the way,
the
everybody. We haven't introduced him yet.
Where's
Alexander Scott.
Google Chrome? Is that French?
There's Chrome, yeah. Check the Chrome.
Google Chrome.
Yeah, the Google Chrome.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Little
Google
Mermaid
that.
box penis.
Yes. Little Mermaid box penis.
Because it's on the it was on the VHS box.
Oh, it was on the
Little
box.
Mermaid,
Gotcha.
priest boner.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Here's the.
Do we
priest
want
boner.
images?
Oh, yeah,
Shopping,
let's-
maybe?
Yeah.
Shopping.
Images. Let's go shopping. I want a framed version
I bet someone has
of
this.
the Little Mermaid
Some
boner.
creep in Hollywood's got this framed.
Oh,
Wait.
Disney had to cut an
Except
erection from
all
the
was
Little
not
Mermaid.
What it seemed.
Oh, they put something in front of him. They put a piece of the pirate ship in front of him or some shit.
What the fuck?
So is that?
I want
is
to
that
zoom
what that
in.
is down there?
How do I zoom in to that?
I don't know. You should be able to zoom into one of those. Whoa! Is that was that just a Disney penis down there? What's going on?
Kinda. Do you
Okay.
see the boner right there?
Oh,
It's
what?
about a circle right there.
Well, I'm gonna come
It's
see it
got
in
a
close.
circle
I
around
don't-
the penis.
I don't believe it.
It's right there. Look at it.
No, that's the one they got rid of. Oh
No, it's there.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
How'd you zoom into it?
I always thought it was like popping out.
Popping out like Mary Poppins.
Oh,
How do
that's
we-
the one I remember. Yeah.
Oh,
That one right there.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah. Okay, there.
Oh wow! Little priest chub. What how do we know that's just not like a tumor or something?
I mean, we'll have to research, but
You
and
know?
then now
Either
look
way,
up the
that's
penis
dark.
on the box art. That was my favorite because I had the VHS.
Listen, priests also get out of place testicles. Okay, sometimes your ball pops out, a little further than everything else. Can't help it. Maybe that was what was going on. We're not sure.
Maybe it's all
You're
the
right.
money he stole from people.
We're judging, and we shouldn't be judging, man.
We shouldn't be
Like
judging.
a bag of money.
Jesus didn't want us
in his
thinking
pants.
about this
We
shit.
are a house of learned doctors. Alexander Scott, what's up, man?
Dr. Scott,
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm
What's
okay.
going on?
Not much.
doctor of music.
A doctor of music. Are you a doctorate? Do you have a doctorate?
I'm the doctor of love.
Oh,
If
hell
someone
yeah.
has a music doctorate, I feel like they probably spent too much money on something.
Doctor of love right there, baby. How we doing? It's good.
I'm good. Just staring at this tiny penis.
Look up mermaid box art penis.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. That's on the cover
Andrew's
of it.
got to
right?
see that one. I saw this. I confirmed this because I went home and I had my own like old. Remember those big plastic clamshell VHS Disney boxes? It was one of those.
yeah.
Where you like pop it and be like.
So
Oh yeah.
why is there not a mumble rapper named Lil Mermaid? Just saying.
Why isn't there
Little
a Little
Mermaid.
Mermaid? Well, there should be a Little Merman.
Little Merman. Yeah.
Little merms.
Lil-
Give it 5 years. I think what I'm going to start doing is taking up all the little rapper names, like Lil
Penis
Gots.
cover.
I took up
we go.
I took the
There it is. Big
I
old
took the
dick.
Lil Gots Twitter handle.
Little Gots.
Lil Gots,
Like you
because I feel like Lil Gots is like a rapper
Like
name.
Stu
That's gonna
Gots.
pop.
There it is. See, one of the spires of the castle is just a veiny wiener.
Whoa. Hold on, man. What's
Right in the
going
middle
on?
too.
There's no way that's not a wiener.
Whoa. You think? Oh wow. Oh wow. That's definitely very phallic.
Andrew likes it.
Andrew would
going.
know.
Oh man, that's crazy. I think they just snuck it in for shits and gigs. Do you think that's what's going on?
Yeah.
I think they're just sneaking it in for shits and
And then
gigs.
what about the Rescuers? Has got the chick The naked chick in the window. Everyone,
What? For real?
You never see? Look up Rescuers.
Dude, what's going on?
Rescuers naked.
I haven't seen that one. No.
It's like for a split second they're flying over Paris and like there's all these lit up windows and someone just like pasted a little like ancient porn picture of titties in one of the windows.
For real?
The Rescuers.
Porn.
Yeah, porn.
But maybe we'll get
say
something
Rescuers
else with
Disney.
That.
I'm really. Can you not?
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look.
Whoa.
Top left.
Wow. Okay.
No, not
that's
that one.
scary.
Not that one. Top left.
Ooh.
Not that one either.
That one.
Man. Oh wow.
Oh,
This is some
God.
crazy furry shit.
Yeah.
we're getting to.
See, they're and the best part is
Over there,
they're
like
going
right
down
there?
the runway on this albatross, and she's like, "I love takeoff." And right when she says that, takeoff, like take off your clothes. There's a naked chick.
What's up with this, yo?
Dude.
I don't know what that is.
I don't remember that.
What's going on?
Yeah,
man?
in that window. It's hard to see from here.
Dude, what is going on, dude? This
How
is
do I
Chris
zoom
is
in?
rocking
Not much. How
my
you doing, man? I'm just tired of seeing that mouse's vagina right now.
yeah, there's a mouse vagina.
that make you
just on
uncomfortable?
the screen. It just,
Yeah.
little-
The pictures, whatever, but just someone is real that did that. A
Yeah.
real person made that.
And that
spent
one.
their
and that
lifetime
one.
on it.
Whoa, look at that one. Damn.
damn.
Oh, that's Gadget.
Man, am I realizing that I'm a furry
Okay,
right now?
I'm
What's
over
going
this.
on? Wow, holy shit. Okay, I think I'm a furry now, dude.
That's okay.
I think I'm straight up a furry, dude. I'm just gonna have a furry costume.
Just don't be
next
weird
Maybe
about
that's
it.
why we're kind of
Don't be
crazy
weird
because we
about
saw
it.
But
this.
do what you got to do.
I think furries have to be weird about it. I think that's
Yeah,
that's
maybe-
the
maybe
point,
that is part of
they
it.
have to be weird about being a furry. They bring it up. They bring it up a lot. I feel like they don't. I feel like they don't.
The weird part about furries is that they all enjoy the same like kind of mascot style costume. Not all. I can't speak
Yeah.
for them. Not all of them, but that seems to be like when they congregate, they're like in these mascot, like college mascot kind of looking costumes that are
Yeah.
sexy, like animals.
Yeah.
But like that, like of all the things you could be attracted to involving that world, like why does it have to be a big fluffy mascot?
I don't know. You think there are any like furries that just prefer the Master Splinter costume? And they're just like, yes.
What's the animal?
I mean,
Oh, Splinter. I was thinking of Shredder.
Yes,
Yeah.
Splinter. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just like, yes.
There's porn for everything on the internet.
Yes.
We could rule 34 Splinter.
Tickle my rat balls, and Master Splinter. You know.
Masturbator?
So what's going on, man? Let's do it's episode 006, dude.
Yep, off to a vagina-y start.
You know what?
Rodent vagina
You know what
start.
I've noticed about these podcasts is I adjust my microphone a lot.
Oh, does it make
I've
sound? I don't
noticed
think
that.
it makes sound.
No, I think
Feel
so.
free.
I mean, this definitely makes sound. No. I mean, the adjusting doesn't make sound.
Yeah.
I just like it. Just makes me.
It's
It
like going,
tethers me. It tethers me to reality.
Yeah.
I like being tethered to reality. I'd be like, this is my microphone. I'm good right here. Okay, this is good.
Cool.
I think this is good.
Yeah.
here.
Should we? So Alex is the lead man of Satalights, a
Lead man.
psych
The lead man.
grungy thing.
I was in that band for a little bit.
Oh, that's right. You were.
I was in that band. A lot of
guys-
people were in that band for a little
Oh,
bit.
because you were roommates, which gets
Yeah.
me to what I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah.
I recently found out that you guys had just the worst person. Maybe not the worst roommate ever, but the
Yeah.
worst person who
Oh,
could be.
No,
a roommate.
worst roommate ever.
Definitely,
Ever.
definitely,
Ever.
definitely the worst roommate I've ever
Wins
had.
the trophy.
And he had the worst name. It sounded like.
Yeah, it rhymes with Slider.
It was like Richard?
Rich. It
Richard?
rhymes with
Dick,
with
maybe?
glider.
Dick?
It rhymes with glider. It rhymes with glider.
Glider's
That's
kind of a
what-
cool name.
We're not gonna say the name.
Uh,
I feel like ethically we shouldn't say the name.
Mark.
But you know,
No,
it was
I
pretty
forget.
bad. It was the worst roommate I've ever had. Definitely in my entire life. I've had some pretty decent roommates actually. I've lucked out.
So
I've had a
from-
lot of decent roommates.
From my
I have
understanding.
lucked out.
Sorry.
Go
on.
Yeah, no, you know, I moved into that house. I'd never met this guy that was like our fourth roommate.
You had a fourth roommate?
So that he was the fourth roommate.
Okay.
Right? It was me, Alex. It was a fella named Blake.
He was
and,
kind of nice. He was nice, yeah.
Yeah, and this fella who rhymes with Slider. You know, oh god. I think the moment I realized that he was a very bad roommate was when I walked outside to go to work one day, and it was 3 p.m. and he was blackout drunk,
Ooh.
bashing our trash cans with a baseball bat. And yeah,
Sounds
just
like
Your
hitting the
trash,
shit-
not the apartment's trash
all
cans.
of them. No,
Sounds
like
like
our
Slider.
houses trash cans, like
Oh my God.
the big bulk ones that you take to the curb
He was just
for
like,
the city to pick up.
Screw you, Dad.
Were you there when
That
he
kind of
was
thing.
fighting his brother?
No, but I was there when he was fighting his girlfriend, and then so basically.
Oh yeah, I remember that one too.
Yeah, there was one night actually. Before we get to that story, there was one night where him and his bros were crushing Bud Lights, on the back porch, which the back porch connected to the kitchen. And my room bordered both of these areas of the house, and so I could hear everything that was going on. And Slider and his bros decided to crush some Bud Light, and proceed to describe preferable karate techniques to each other. While
preferable for what, like
just
killing someone,
like basically their preferred karate techniques for when they're in combat.
Yeah.
When they're in active combat, they were describing their karate techniques, and this was like 3-4 in the morning. I was definitely trying to sleep, and but instead I got to listen to Slider and his bros crush some Bud Lights and talk about karate. That's actually a very accurate rendition of Slider.
So the way I understood it when the little Alex told me about it, it's like, and it's weird because like I don't hang out with like really shitty people anymore.
Yeah.
It's just I can't. But it sounds like he was how he was, but then he would bring like equally shitty people over.
Yeah,
it's like hard for me to judge someone as shitty, but then sometimes you get around someone and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, it's really strange. I woke up with like an entire like gaggle of people in the living room one day, and I don't know if you remember this, but like they just didn't leave for like a week.
Oh,
no! Do you remember that? Do you remember those people? I was so pissed off that like I never bothered to learn any of their names. I never made eye contact with.
Were they sleeping there, or they just always hung out?
They were always sleeping.
Always sleeping, and if
Oh,
they
it's
weren't
like Breaking
sleeping,
Bad.
they were out. Like,
Yeah.
Like Jesse's parties on Breaking Bad, where there's just like 30 people on the ground.
Yeah, 30 people on the ground. I had to step over them. I had a bottle of Maker's Mark that I mistakenly left on top of the fridge. That was gone within
that's
a couple
a
of
mistake.
days.
Yep.
Definitely. Yeah, he was one of those like...
Your food, too?
Yeah.
Don't leave your food in the fridge, bro.
He was definitely a drink your whiskey, eat your food roommate. And those are the worst. Definitely the worst. Yeah. I think definitely the story about Slider that takes the cake.
It's more like that, right?
That's actually really
dude, bro.
Yeah, hey,
he's in the dictionary.
My cat's getting into the muss there. Never mind, she's
Uh-oh.
good. Okay, so
Meow.
Hummus, as he calls it, muss.
I call it muss. Okay, it's time to muss up. Okay, so
Call yourself Randy Muss, dude.
listen, do you muss up? Do you muss up?
Occasionally. Sometimes it's okay. Real quick, the thing about hummus is like
dude,
you
that
buy
one-
it and then for a week it's delicious, and then when you buy it the next time you're like, I can't taste this. It's like Martian food.
Yeah,
it's like,
it really is.
It's like it's like getting yogurt over and over again. You're like, I don't think I'm eating anything this time.
Yeah, it's funny because I just got off like a 2-week tour, and all we ate really was yogurt and hummus. The whole time.
Did you fall asleep?
Well, at least
No,
it's good
I just
for
felt
you.
very Mediterranean the whole time. Very Middle Eastern yogurt.
Probiotic.
And hummus. Yeah, my gut bacteria is very healthy right now. Anyway, yeah. So back to Slider. So basically, one night in the house. I had prepared for myself a very tasty turkey sandwich, and we're talking about turkey. We're talking about baby Swiss.
You're the king of sandwiches, man.
Oh, dude, we're talking about field greens.
Baby Swiss.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Dude, thanks. Say that one more time.
You're the king of sandwiches.
Oh, dude, thank you, man. That's like the highest compliment.
Now choke me.
Yeah. No, no.
Like
that's
Mama Cass?
Someone like a week ago told me they like my brain. And I was like, oh, that's a good compliment. I'll take that.
Yeah.
But Sandwich King is good too. But
My brain has no time for your compliments.
I digress. So I made myself a very tasty turkey sandwich. Dijon mustard.
Dude, baby
Little
Swiss.
Dukes, baby Swiss,
fucking
Dukes
genius.
mayonnaise.
I haven't had that in forever.
Ciabatta bread, right? Little field greens, right? Some buttered lettuce. It was like buttered lettuce. The buttered lettuce.
Yeah. It sounds like when like something really like you accidentally order something amazing at Panera.
Oh yeah, you accidentally
Weren't
you're just
expecting
like,
it.
Oh, this is great. Ciabatta bread, toasted, olive oil, salt, pepper. Look, I digress. Anyway, it was a fantastic turkey sandwich. I had a great episode of the Rogan podcast queued up.
Even that long ago?
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely
wow.
2015, 2014. Had a fat little fucking bowl, just kind of just waiting right there. Ooh, that's really accurate, actually.
Damn.
So anyway, I'm literally about to launch in to this sandwich when I hear someone running down the stairs and eventually burst into my bedroom door. It was Ryder's girlfriend at the time.
Oh, you said the name.
Slider. It was.
You
it
can
was.
bleep it out.
We'll bleep it out. So or not, because like who gives a shit? You know, really. I mean, honestly, who gives a shit? So anyway,
Probably
it
Slider.
was. It was Ryder's girlfriend. I'm just gonna say his name. 'Cause, like, fuck it. You know. He's probably
big
dead.
reveal.
He's probably dead right now anyway. So he's either dead or in jail. So his girlfriend bursts into the room, and is hysterically crying.
Yes.
At this point,
The one with all the tattoos, right?
yeah, the Suicide Girl,
that one.
So at this point, I had dropped my sandwich, which blood red mad already blood red mad. I dropped my perfect sandwich, and I had my little evening set up. I was very mad. You're disrupting it. What's going on? She burst into the room, begged me to immediately call the police.
Oh, fuck.
Because Slider, is assaulting her. So I don't know what's going on, but when a girl bursts into your room crying, asking you to call the police because her boyfriend that you live with is assaulting her, you gotta call the police. Yeah. So it's just like, hands are tied at this point. Guess my evening's on hold, and I'm calling the police to my house right now.
To my house.
So I open up the door to see Mr. Fantastic in the kitchen, and I'm on the phone with police, and I'm like, hey man, I give him a look like, hey, I'm calling the cops right now. So
He was
don't
like,
know what you want to do about
She's
that.
the one assaulting me, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, call the police. Yeah, it's clusterfuck. Who knows? I call the police. 6 of them show up. By the time that the police had showed up, he had apparently dove out his bedroom window and like just ran. I don't know if he fashioned a handkerchief rope out of the shirt, but he was gone.
Second floor.
But
No,
before
dude,
I
he
knew
was
that,
like
I
military
listened-
trained, right? So he like did like a somersault off of it.
something. He probably tried to somersault. He did a lot of meth, so he didn't really feel pain. Until I didn't know that, so we listened to half the Austin Police Department force their way into every single room in breaking down the doors.
What about the bowl
which
you
I'm
had?
sure our landlord was crazy about. And
Wait, why did they have to break
That
down all the
landlord
doors?
is my
because
arch
all the
nemesis,
doors
anyways.
in our room, all the doors were like locked, and they just kicked them in. So, like,
But you were there?
Yeah, I was downstairs listening to the cops like announce themselves and then kick in all the doors
I don't
upstairs.
think I was there that night.
You weren't there that night.
I don't think
it
I was there
wasn't.
that
No,
night.
I don't remember you at all.
But
And
I did have I have another cop story with
Yeah.
Slider or Ryder or
that's pretty
Schmider
much it.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Spider.
So that was a fun night, and that was when I decided that I did not like that person. It takes a lot for me to like decide that I don't like a person, right? It's like that's a thing. It's like there's people I stay away from, maybe subconsciously, maybe consciously, but there's not a lot of times where I just decide like, oh, fuck this guy, you know. So that was one of those times.
That's what I was saying, and it's like, but just from the way he described like bringing people over that were shitty, it's like it hasn't happened to me in a long time, but I know what that is.
Yeah,
I remember
definitely
that
know what
shit.
that is.
Everyone in
They're just
Austin
like,
has
ooh,
been
they
through
have
that.
like this black hole around them, and they're like not speaking clearly, and they're asking you for things, and it's like, ugh. Yeah, you guys got like toilet paper.
So yeah, hey man, what's your deal, dude? What's going on? Yeah.
Oh, I just need to bring a toilet paper out to
What's
my car.
what's your favorite Slider story?
Oh man. Well, there's this one time that he was fucking fighting his brother, and then his brother asked me to call the cops, and I was like, I don't want to fucking be in the middle of this shit, because Ryder was like Slider was beating the ever-living crap out of his poor brother,
Oh wow.
who was older.
So this guy sees the cops a lot, it sounds like.
Dude, yeah.
Oh my god.
So check this out. So I give his brother the phone, and I just lock my door, and I'm like, fucking sick with a fever, like 102 fever, just like in bed.
You were sick?
And then, so he calls the cops and then hides in the bathroom, I think. And then the cops come into my house with like taser guns.
Oh my
and they're
God.
like, come out of your room, blah, blah, blah. Austin Police Department. So I'm like in my boxers, sick as fuck, and I open the door and there's this fucking cop with a flashlight and a taser pointed at me.
Oh my God.
And I'm like in my room with my boxers on, like fucking 102 fever, like.
Yeah.
Oh,
You my
God.
mommy.
So on two separate occasions, we were both. We had to have the police come to our house
What the
for
fuck?
this roommate for assault for this guy.
Wow, just move.
We should just look up his head. He's probably got headshots. He's probably got mugshots.
I don't know, man. Last time I saw him, weirdest thing. I was stuck in traffic and I was picking my
He was
nose.
super cool. No.
Check this out. I was picking my nose and he like drives by in this like truck and he's got like one of those like classic like happy face stickers where it's like the big giant happy face and all those like probably like the guy peeing, you know? Do you know what that sticker I'm talking about?
Calvin peeing on something.
Yeah, Calvin peeing on something. And he looks at me and he smiles and he's like, "Hey man, how's it going? I just got out of yoga."
You can't hide your shittiness.
I don't
Well, a lot
believe
of
it for a
dudes do
fucking
with
second,
yoga.
man.
Right. But you can't.
A lot
it's
of
not gonna work.
dudes. A lot of dudes hide their shittiness.
I need to be very flexible for the next
with,
combat.
they have here's the deal. They have the top knot and they have a T-shirt that says "Feminist AF." That's how they hide their shittiness.
I've never seen that in real life.
I have. It's
Really?
very odd. Yeah.
I've seen top
I've seen a
knots.
guy with a shirt that just said "Feminist AF." I'm like, oh, you're a fucking asshole. That's how that goes. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I can imagine.
headier
Yeah,
than
definitely.
thou kind of vibes where like
Yeah.
you pretend to be
I just
ultra
like to
heady
really
for
provide, a male perspective in feminine spaces. And
I like to. I need to save women because they're. What I'm subconsciously saying is women are below us, so it's my duty to save them and help them in every chance that we get. Listen to all women. Listen to all of them all the time because they're not equal.
If you're talking, you're not listening to women. If
Yeah.
you're talking to me right now, you
If
got to
you're
leave and go
talking,
listen
you're
to
not
women.
listening to women because they're incapable of lying because they're not human beings. They're women. Okay. So anyway,
You sound just like Slider,
Should
dude.
we-
yeah, dude.
Let's do a thing. Let's do it.
What thing?
I pulled up some funny shit.
Craig's-
Pick one. Pick
Craigslist.
one of the first 4 tabs.
Okay, this one. Ooh.
This is a misconnection.
Ooh.
This is a poem.
Can you explain misconnections?
You never
for the,
seen Misconnections?
For the viewers who don't understand
they
what it is?
know. It's where you go
If
if
you
you're a
don't-
creep and you see someone in public and you want to talk to them and you know they'll never see it.
I just wanted to hear your definition of it.
Oh yeah.
If you don't know misconnections, you fuck yourself.
Yeah,
right?
you haven't looked at the internet. And usually we've learned that it involves someone exchanged a glance with someone and then they have to fucking mention it every time. Your windows were down, so was your
Shakespeare,
hair.
Shakespeare.
We crossed paths at a 4-way stop. I'm sure you felt my stare. Either way, let's make it happen again. I want to feel your stare. No, I want you to feel my stare.
Oh, I'm sure.
Once more.
Oh, I'm sure you felt my stare.
Yeah, he was doing fine until then. Well, relatively.
Dude, that's the only way you could react to "I sure you felt my stare" is this sound right here.
I kind of picture like a.
Yeah. Oh, the Hey Arnold guy.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure you felt my stare.
Another
We
one?
didn't cross
Either way,
paths.
let's make it happen again.
No, let's not. Let's not do that.
Nothing ever happened in the first place.
That guy, whoever. Okay, this is okay. First of all, this is a man that wrote this. Second of all, he's definitely got a goatee. All right. and third of all,
Fancies
that's
himself
that's not
Shakespeare.
okay because the only person alive allowed to have a goatee is Robert Downey Jr. He's the only person that's
No,
allowed
there's
to
gotta
have
be a
goatee.
couple more.
No, there's
You think-
definitely.
thought
Dude,
about
name
this?
another person besides Robert Downey Jr. that's allowed to have a goatee.
Wait, so goatee? You're saying, but he's got.
What
the
is a
mustache.
goatee exactly?
I mean, goatee, standard goatee.
But you're saying mustache and beard goatee.
Yeah.
Because I don't even
Yeah,
know that
full
many people.
goatee.
He's the only
Full
one
goat.
left who has that
Full
because
goat.
he has it in the comics.
Full goat. I'll name
Well,
one
Doctor
more person.
Strange.
Doctor Strange.
I think he's
Doctor
got
Strange
one.
had full goat.
Because I think
think
the
so.
era that these were all, the looks were developed in, people were having those if they were cool
Oh,
or
right.
mystical or like,
What
Yeah.
about goats?
goatee.
Just the goats, like an
'cause
actual
goats
goat,
have
the
little,
animal
little
goat?
beards
Mm-hmm.
just on their chin.
Everybody's allowed to have an animal goat. I want a goat, dude. Oh, dude, I'm a slut for goat cheese. I want a goat. Oh,
Goat cheese and
just give me
beets,
some
dude.
Goat cheese, dude.
Goat cheese
oh.
would be. Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
And walnuts.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's have a moment
Let's
of
do it.
silence for goat cheese.
A moment of silence for goat cheese.
You're thinking about, it, aren't you? The herbs on the outside.
Oh yeah, a little thyme, some honey. Spread it around on a baguette.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh.
All right, we're back.
All right, and let's go to the next step. Let's do it.
Yeah, what did you-
Okay.
Okay,
I picked some
I'll do
juicy
the,
ones.
I'll do the next one. Okay.
Oh, you can do the next misconnection because he's doing Robert Downey. It's got to be a.
Okay, right there. Okay. Desperately seeking in South Padre Island. Okay, so don't know if this is the right place to try this, but I'm trying to locate people I knew in Austin when I lived there in the mid-'70s. One was Lauren Hunter. At
Full
one
name.
time, full name on Craigslist. Okay, at one time lived at the clothing optional apartment complex next to 35, about Midtown. Then moved out east, just out of town. Okay, and lived in a mobile home in a small ranch. And the other is Paula Williams. At
These both sound like
one
fictional
time
names.
just lived off East Riverside. A few blocks west of 35. Paula was about 6
These
foot
are very
tall.
mid-'70s female names too.
Your basic Amazon, if you give my drift. I know it's a shot in the dark, but
Paula
who knows? I can give them certain details to identify them in private emails if anyone thinks they might know them. So yeah, okay, and that's it. I'm just looking for Paula.
Your
Basically.
basic Amazon.
Yeah. If you get my drift.
I feel like this guy just had like one awesome summer.
Hey, bud.
In the mid-'70s.
Yeah.
And
In
he
the
just will not let it go.
76.
Yeah.
You listen to Bad Reputation by Thin
Yeah.
Lizzy on repeat just all day.
He almost had a threesome. You know,
He had it.
Paula and Lauren, Paula Williams and Lauren Hunter. No, Paula Williams and Lauren Hunter names sound like murder case names, like in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, it's like back in 1976. Paula Williams and Lauren Hunter were found murdered on South Padre Island, and it is still unsolved.
What's the murder show? What is that murder show?
Unsolved Mysteries?
No, not Unsolved Mysteries. It was
Cold Case?
Cold Case,
Yeah.
dude. Lauren Hunter and Paula Williams
Yeah.
were assaulted just outside their apartment complex in Morgantown, Oregon.
It also sounds like people that Bill Clinton might have touched.
Yeah. Oh, Bill Clinton definitely touched them.
Yeah.
Who hasn't he touched?
I don't know, man. He spent a lot of time on that Epstein Island. A lot of time.
Oh, wow.
You.
He's like, I
Lauren
want to become
Hunter.
president so I can go to the sex goodies palace.
Wasn't Lauren Hunter the chick from Dumb and Dumber? Or is that Holly Hunter?
Holly Hunter's an actress.
Which Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, no.
The only one that counts, dude.
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Okay, God, thank Jesus. All right.
What's the next tab I got there? I forget if it's a misconnection or a musician. Oh yeah, this is. Let me zip through this one because I found this before we started. So it's like clearly progressive metal band. It's gonna be, and I love this because it's written like a progressive metal song. This post. I gotta read this real fast.
I like the pentagram though. Can we,
the Project
can we talk
General-
about the pentagram for a second?
Oh yeah, go for it. Go.
Like can we scroll up to the what is that? What is going on?
It's probably an album cover.
They like Tool,
it's
probably.
a Tesseract. Yeah, yeah.
I love that every single like prog math rock metal band.
It has to be Sacred Geometry.
They want
Yeah.
to be Doctor Strange. They fucking wish
Yeah.
they just wish they were a band of like time warping Doctor Stranges. Dude, I guarantee you, if you gave every single prog metal band the chance, they would wear capes on stage. They would absolutely wear capes on stage.
Okay,
Don't
I'm gonna
they
go to
already?
Alex's mic and read this really fast. Check this out.
Okay.
Come hither.
Fuck, my foot's falling asleep. Okay, the project's general direction would be like Tesseract, Periphery, Sky Harbor, The Contortionist. This project works remotely through independent studios, spots, and sharing files. We're only looking for like a really well-balanced player that can achieve the first step before discussing other options and live applications. We're looking for someone who can like mesh really well with a great drummer, more rock progressive. There is an applicant process for this. Here's how it works. First, you send us some files that display some of your work that you're proud of. Then we send you a couple of tracks for reference. This allows both of us to get a better feel for one another. Second, if everything is working so far, we now send you independent wave files that allow you to work against a couple sections of a track we've already created. You send it back to us, and then we listen to what you're doing on these parts. Third, if still, a go on everyone's end, the next step is collaborating, with a project on a rough 1-minute ground-up idea. This is where all the players in the project throw out a general idea on what someone would like to approach, and then it works through a series of players taking turns putting their contribution on it. This is just to see if everyone is on the same page. Lastly, we would provide you with a whole track to put work against. Generally speaking, if you have made it to this portion of the interview, the players agrees that you are now a talented player and are eager to hear what you could put against the track. So
You lost me at prog rock.
That was actually perfect.
it's like they're never gonna get a fucking email.
Jesus Lord.
It's like
That was, how did you know that? Like, because there's no way that wasn't written on ridiculous amounts of Adderall. There's
yeah.
like no way that
well,
wasn't.
no, because here, like, well, maybe because I have ADHD, but I find Adderall to be, it like cuts all that out. This is someone not on Adderall that should be.
You think they're not on Adderall, but they should.
Or
That's true.
They should be on Xan. Like, this is someone who is an overthinker. Like, you've probably been like, man, I'm an overthinker before, but this is like,
every single
holy
day of my goddamn
shit.
life.
New level.
Yeah.
I've never thought like. I think the whole time the guy was writing it, he was going like this with one of his hands. Like, if you work on 1 minute, and if we like the 1 minute, then we send you 1 minute. Anyway, I feel like when I was a teenager, my mind worked like that.
Dude, I guarantee
I would never type that out.
Yeah, they're definitely on meth.
Yeah.
We should give them a call.
Or just like 16, dude.
We should give them a call
And just
be
hit
like,
the
"Hey,
speakerphone
man,"
and then just let them
Call
go.
him.
and just be like,
Call
let's be
him.
like, hey man, I'm just really into Al Green. You think we could jam?
There's something I really admire about Al Green is that the way he approaches the pentatonic scale, starting from the second note in the mode, and but not exactly what we're looking for.
Ooh,
Anyway,
You sound like a lot of people I met in high school.
yeah.
you sound like me in high school.
All right, somebody take the next tab.
Are you gonna call him? Are you gonna call him?
His number's not posted, but we'll check that. Leave this. Don't X this out. We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Oh, this one's great. This one's for either Alex or Andy. This is great.
Alex, read one.
Yeah, this is you, Alex. Like out loud though.
Yeah, enjoying the rainy weather lately? Are you someone who plays music for hobby or also likes staying to fit?
Wait, what?
Stay-
Looking for a body to walk or jog the trails, not a marathon. Just looking for enjoyment, to be health fit. Punto, include your morph hashtag, age, name, and when reply.
They want a jogging partner, but then they want to go home and play music.
Hold on.
Fair enough.
What? Wait, hold on. What? Dude, where did you find this? Is this an actual... That's a real person that wrote that. There's no spaces. They didn't put spaces.
Yeah, there's no space. There's like two.
What's happening
It's in
right
the
now?
area too, dude. Look.
Dude, you ever read something online and you're just like, who in the hell wrote this? What is happening? I'm so confused. Why is there no space capital N name when no space capital R replying? Why?
Dude, look at the name of the post.
Lord?
Well, it's because
Musician
you don't
hanging-
speak a good English.
Musician hanging out. Parentheses.
What?
Looking for a body.
Looking
Hey,
for a body to walk
It's
or jog.
one word, looking for a body.
Hey, how about before you try to start
or
a band?
or jog the trails.
How about before you start a band, learn to write, huh? Learn to write.
His music's all like.
English, huh? I'm actually all for a writing test to like because
because the emails have to work out.
Yeah, let's thin the herd a little bit, you know. Let's do can we do a test? Can we do like a test? And it's not based on anything xenophobic. It's not on like racial lines. It's not on any of that bullshit. It's just like let's do can we do like an intelligence-based test? Can we do that and just make it like a baseline you know how to read and write, but not because of language barriers. You just, I don't know. Do you know? Am I crazy here? Am I taking crazy?
I'm just thinking about how I think this guy just wants a best friend, and it's kind of sad. Like it's kind of lonely. I mean, it's sad, not sad like in a judgmental way. I'm just like, oh, I kind of feel bad for him.
Man,
he
I
wants
think
someone
we should...
to play guitar with and then jog. Like that, he has very simple pleasures.
Yeah, I like jogging and playing the trail with.
Perhaps we are just too complex for these.
Yeah.
people.
What's going
We
on?
are the
He's on another.
we are the
another
complex
level,
ones.
man. I can write a Craigslist post. It starts with
could type
exchanging
basic
glances.
emails.
I
Yeah.
exchanged glances with you at the bar, and you were playing bass, and I too like to jog. Anyway, should we?
I don't-
What's up?
If a very attractive woman
was
wrote you a
poetic.
misconnections post and you read it, would you respond to it?
If what? Wait, say that again.
Like if you knew for some reason that a very attractive woman wrote you a misconnection post on Craigslist,
That's a good.
but it was written creepily, like all these other ones.
Yeah,
Would
maybe
you
like
even
10
respond
years.
to it?
Yeah, 10 years ago I would have, but I got my standards keep fucking shooting up. The older I get, it's just
man.
there's only so much time.
They do. They really do. It's a problem though. It's a
Yeah.
problem. Shooting your standards up, it's good. Also, it's a problem. It's a little bit of a problem.
I don't know.
Gives you more alone time to work on
but
things that you
alone
want to
time
work on.
does.
It does. You see, Alex he's got the good perspective on it.
Yeah.
It gives more. Yeah.
I like alone time recently. It's better than hanging out with someone who's below your standards. That sucks.
Yeah. Just basically just people that suck.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
It's just like woo 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 woo.
Should we do the challenge wheel, or should we reply back to this Bernie text?
Oh yeah, let's do the Bernie.
Let's do the Bernie text.
So we'll see.
So I guess we could blur out. I don't know if we need to blur out the number or whatever, but I got a text from a Bernie candidate. Bernie, what do you call it? Bernie campaigner.
Yeah, campaign.
And listen, if you're a campaigner for a candidate running for president, first of all, don't give a shit who's running. I really don't give a shit who's running for president. Go to a local city council meeting. Second of all, don't text me. How about that? Don't text me. Don't text me. Hey, how about that? If you're a campaigner,
how about this? I make a deal with you. Don't fucking text me.
Don't fucking text me.
Maybe I'll think about voting.
And maybe I'll think about voting. But if you want me to not vote for your candidate, how about you text me? That's a great way. So, hey, Andrew, it's Becky with Bernie 2020, blah, 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 blah. Are you in for Bernie? We're going to reply back right now. Let's go ahead and do, hey there, Becky, exclamation point.
Do you want me to type like I know how to speak
Let's
English?
full screen it. Let's full screen this shit. Yeah.
Do you want me to type like I know how to speak English or like I don't?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do verbatim.
Well,
we're not doing anti-Bernie necessarily, but we're doing anti-texting me when I'm trying to
either
fucking.
way, don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. But like,
Bernie rocks.
don't text me. And this is the moral of the story.
Here's the don't text me revenge.
Hey there, Becky! Exclamation point. I'd
Here we go. Oh, nice. This gives her time to respond.
Comma,
Comma or dot.
comma.
Okay.
I'd really love to be in for Bernie, comma. But it turns out I'm going to vote for Oprah in 2020.
It just turns out. I have no choice. I have to vote for Oprah.
Is I'm a vote for Oprah better?
No, it turns out I'm voting for Oprah in 2020. And let's follow that with a good old Oprah emoji.
For the opera?
And we're gonna do an Oprah emoji.
We get a giant O.
Which opera?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually I'm gonna turn my phone. I turn my phone on airplane mode for this podcast, and it seems that like I might need to turn my phone back onto data to send this text. Check it out up top. You see that bar? Hold on.
Dude. Remember that from like middle school when you do the Jeopardy theme when you're waiting for something? Like the teacher goes to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we used to draw a dot in the middle of the board for our French teacher, and every time she'd walk by, the whole classroom would go beep.
Wait, what?
So our French teacher, we drew a dot in the middle of the board.
And
so every time she walked by, we'd all go beep.
Oh man,
that fucking drove her crazy. Because the whole class was in on it, and we'd all go beep.
All right, so we're back, and so
wait, you didn't re-airplane it, did you?
No,
okay.
No, I turned it. It's on data.
Okay,
so let's go ahead and send that message right there. And then let's do an Oprah emoji. Let's do an Oprah emoji.
What's an Oprah emoji?
I don't know. Is there a way
to pull
up
search
an Oprah emoji? An Oprah emoji there?
Let me look on the internet. Maybe I can copy paste.
Oh yeah. Or just send a picture of Oprah doing the bees thing.
Yeah,
bees!
Definitely.
Or like a GIF. Is it GIF or GIF?
GIF. Yeah, GIF.
GIF or
I
GIF?
don't know why I said emoji.
I used to say GIF, and now I say GIF.
Well, I said emoji. I know why I said
it's
emoji
GIF,
because
isn't
I'm
it?
drunk. But other than
the creator
that,
says GIF. Everyone else says GIF.
Alex is corrected as a GIF. GIF. I want peanut butter now. That's all.
GIF.
I'm hungry for peanut butter now.
And now I'm hungry for peanut butter.
Okay, Oprah.
Dude, but like while he's looking for that GIF, let's be real. Jif peanut butter superior? Superior
to what?
I mean, all other peanut butters.
I don't like the peanut butter where it's like, the oil is there, which it's fine to stir it. It's good that it's natural and it's got the oil, but then it just turns into this like slime. It's not actual like spreadable.
Yeah.
How's that one?
And you know what doesn't have that? Is Jif. Oh yeah, you get a taco, absolutely.
Yeah, Jif is more of like a nice.
You can copy image in the
copy, right? Paste.
Copy.
Paste.
Yeah, I think it's copy paste.
Does that work? You might have to save it. Oh no, that worked.
Hell yeah, send that shit.
You're gonna talk.
All right.
Is it working?
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
I don't
that
think it's
definitely
working. I think it
sent.
just grabbed the image. Fuck.
No, man. We're good.
Oh, that's okay. It doesn't need to animate.
I know, it's still beautiful. Look at her face.
It's
We're
sending.
sending it. We're sending. I like how I could just send regular text messages through my computer.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Are you
Technology, folks.
You're out of airplane mode?
Yeah, I'm out of
Okay.
airplane. I don't know why it's being weird.
All right.
Anyway, yeah,
let's do the challenge while we're waiting.
Let's do a challenge.
Yeah. So click that wheel. This is the challenge.
Ooh, it's got sound.
We can redo it if it sucks. What does it say? Do a celebrity voice discussing their love of, and now
Okay.
go to the next.
Next.
And if it's silly, we'll roll it again. That's a good. Werther's originals.
All right.
So,
Celebrity voice.
Oh, well, I you know who's gonna talk about something like that is I gotta pull out my Goldblum, but I want to hear you guys gotta go first.
No,
Okay, okay.
No,
I got one.
I think we should go with Goldblum. That's what we should go.
Yeah. Oh, we're all gonna do the Goldblum.
No,
No,
you
I
should
got
just
my
me.
own.
Okay.
I got my own.
Okay.
You got your own. Okay.
All right. I'll do it. Like my I feel good. My grandparents had they loved Werther's originals. Yeah. They had that bowl, that glass kind of figure-esque glass bowl, and you'd pull out a Werther's original, you'd open it. If first thing out of the little gilded wrapper, you pop it in your mush. And you get that euphoria, that tantalizing. Okay,
That was beautiful, man.
Honestly, it
I was
just
like
sounds
in
like-
Jurassic Park for a moment.
It sounds just like an episode of Jeff Goldblum.
I haven't watched that. I'm afraid if I watch that, I'm going to turn into him. all
No,
the way.
it's fantastic, dude. I was so scared because I was like, oh, they're just making a character jack out of Jeff Goldblum. But you know what?
It's
They
actually
are,
good.
and it's amazing.
It's fine,
It's
yeah.
fantastic.
He's like the new
There's
Christopher
an entire
Walken.
episode where he just talks about ice cream, and it's the same shit.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's the great. It's basically the closest we're gonna get to Mr. Rogers. That's the closest we're gonna get to Mr. Rogers is that Jeff Goldblum show. Let me do. I'll do a little Morgan for you.
Oh, that's perfect. He's
right.
old.
I like that.
Werther's Originals. I remember the first time I had Werther's Originals. It was 1942, and I was at my aunt Linda's house. She had a bowl of Werther's Originals, and I took one, unwrapped it, placed it on my tongue. It must have been the finest taste I've ever experienced in my entire life. I must have had 13 Werther's Originals before I looked up and my Aunt Linda was staring down at me saying, Morgan, you spoiled your dinner. And I looked up at her and I said, Andy Dufresne has paid the ultimate price so that I may eat Werther's Originals. That's it. Okay. All right. That was bad.
That was great.
That's good.
Ever since
I'm into
then,
it. I'm
I
into
come
it.
to find
What do you-
Werther's
what do you got?
originals
What do you got?
from time to
I got Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah, dude. Do this.
Faithful little hobbit says, you stole my Werther's Originals. You stole them.
Oh, the Gollum song.
Master wouldn't steal our Werther's Original. Master loves us. No, we must kiss him. Kiss him.
Gives it to us. Oh, yours is great.
Give us the Werther's. Gives us the Werther's boxes. I want the Werther's boxes. I want the caramels.
Man, I think we had some. We're getting better at these fuckers.
Yeah, that was good, man. That was really good.
And probably
I'm
clip
scared.
the
I'm
mic.
happy.
Sorry.
I'm happy and
Gollum
scared.
just always sounded like he had. Man, I just wanted him to clear his throat just once.
That's why he's called Gollum, apparently, because he'd be like. That's where they got the name. I'm serious. That's like in the book. How do we top that? Should we talk about Alex's what he's got
Alex,
going on?
Satalights. What's on the go, buddy? How we doing? Let's talk about Satalights.
Good, man. We've been recording a record for the past year and a half at Mosaic Sound Collective.
Dude, a year
down
and a
the
half. Love Mosaic. Love Dan. Did you meet Dan
Yeah, of course I know Dan.
at Mosaic? A buddy of mine named Greg Dubinovsky. Shout out if he's watching. Has his Guitar Tech office out of that place. That's where I get my guitar. That's where I get my bass set up.
Huh.
I like that place, man. Have you been?
I think Boss Tweed's out of there too, right?
What?
Boss Tweed backline.
Are they? Probably.
They
Wouldn't be
were, or they
surprised.
still are. They also have Wire Recording, which is where we did our record, which is Stuart Sullivan's studio.
Yeah, Otis did Sour Tsunami there.
Oh,
with,
really? I
Char-
had no idea, man. That's
Charles
awesome.
Godfrey. We recorded a single.
Charles,
there. Yeah, man.
Charles is actually on a synth track in our
There
new
we go.
record.
There
as a
we
matter
go.
of fact.
Real quick, I love Mosaic, but whenever I'm there, I feel like I'm at a
Prison?
middle school in 1992 that just went through an earthquake. Or well, now it's 2020, and we're visiting a 1992 high school that just went through an earthquake.
Yeah, I feel. I feel
but
like I walked into my church's annex to eat lunch.
I love that place.
But it's a great place, great vibe.
Yeah, every all the little like creative people in Aaron Brown's there. He does like video game music and sound effects. Like all the little offices and shit in there are so cool. But like the hallways are fucking like a haunted middle school.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah,
and then
that's right.
if you go to the bathroom there and you're like working there at night, it's fucking
Ooh.
creepy, dude, because the lights are off and you're like, is
Hell
the
yeah.
girl from The Ring gonna come out? And,
It was a
like,
juvenile
lick my
hall,
butthole,
right?
Or what's gonna go on?
Wasn't it a juvie?
It was a juvie, and then it was an illegal church, and then that's when they got it.
Illegal church?
Yes,
An
illegal
illegal
church. They were there illegally, and it was a church for like years.
So a cult?
Well, same.
Isn't a cult just an illegal church?
Illegal.
I guess.
I don't know. So you're doing a record there. You've been doing it for like the last year and a half, dude.
Last year and a half.
About to wrap it up or what?
It's almost done. We only have to mix one song, and it's 12 tracks. It's called Little Star.
Tell them about the cover you're doing.
What's up?
Tell them about the cover that's on there.
The cover was done by Sean Shaunerson.
No, not the cover. Well, yeah, we got Sean doing the art, but I'm talking about the cover song that you guys do, the cover nursery
cover?
rhyme.
Oh yeah, we did a cover song on there. I don't know if I want to ruin the surprise.
Okay,
though.
all right, we won't
Yeah,
talk
don't
about
do it.
Yeah, I'll let you know. So
right.
we did a cover of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And my whole idea was that
That's so
we
cute,
were
man.
all 12-year-old or 5-year-old or 2-year-old children inside of a classroom playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
You
So
literally
that's
were.
what it fucking sounds like.
That's
It's
so
pretty nice.
cute, man. That's great. That's so pure. That makes me want to tear up just right now. Maybe that's the whiskey talking. But
I
dude,
remember.
that's fantastic, dude. So you got one more track to mix. That's great. Dude, that's cool, man.
Yeah, I think the label Time Wheel out of San Antonio, which has
Yeah.
released
What's
a
up,
few.
Matt?
What's up, Matt?
Yeah, Matt. I don't know. who
Dude,
that is.
Matt.
That's the man.
He likes it, so we'll see if maybe they'll put it out for us, and we'll see what happens after that.
Do it, Matt. You know you wanna.
All right.
You know,
So
do I know?
what we got? Let's check the Pro Tools. What we got on time here?
Let me see.
What we been doing?
It's
here?
time to party.
Oh,
All right,
perfect.
perfect.
We've got
Let's wrap it
49
up.
and 20
Episode
seconds.
006.
That ain't me. I see.
You've got
You know what I'm saying?
49 and 20
You know.
25 seconds now.
All right.
Right.
Well,
Should we just end it all talking like Beatles at the same
yes,
time?
it's a welcome to your rest.
Thank you so much
Yeah, right.
for watching
Goodbye.
the podcast.
Yes,
Oh,
and
thank
the right
you for
thing.
watching. I really
Yes, I think we should
understand.
end it right now.
Oh, your mind.
Let's end the
Thanks for
podcast right now.
speaking
Let's
to
tight out as
me.
we're
Right,
talking
when
about Beatles.
Beatles, my name's
You know,
Paul.
I took it
Paul
in the
McCartney,
arse a
and
few
we're the
times when I was
Beatles.
playing
Yes,
around.
we're a band from England.